Buddy. Today we're going to be building this big, as it displays on the box, this big Magikarp model kit. Now, it says it's about 200 millimeters in size, which I suppose would be like a small Magikarp. I think actual in the Pokemon lore, it says that Magikarp are about maybe about 2 feet. So this would be a baby, but pretty close to pretty close to life size if they were real. This kit's really interesting. It's got uh, a stand that comes with it, and it also has some different poses as well. If you want to make it kind of like do a splash move, you can do that. Really crazy, wacky set. So I'm looking forward to giving it a shot and seeing what it's like. So we're just gonna go ahead and open this up. I'm gonna try and do it with one hand here. Might be a little bit difficult. Just bear with me here. Or maybe I'll use two hands. There we go. There we go. So that's what's inside. So you can see the pieces are quite large. If I compare it to my hand here, you can see it's pretty big. Um, so I'm just gonna actually put this down for a second, and I'm gonna prop the phone up here so the phone is in a better spot. I'm just filming this from my cell phone. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna open up these bags, and we'll see what we got going on. Pardon the noise here. I always feel like opening packaging probably sounds way worse than it does in real life. I'm trying to open it a little further from the phone, just so it's not so loud. But yeah, I hope everybody out there is doing well today. Hope you're having a good day so far. Goodness, yeah, there's actually quite a few parts too. I've opened up like 3 now, and we've got another one. We've got another one to open up, and I think this is the last one. So we're just going to go ahead and open that up, and we can get started. Oh, actually, believe it or not, it does come with stickers. I thought this one wouldn't come with stickers, but it looks like it's got like 2 tiny, tiny, tiny little stickers. I don't know what those would be for. Maybe it's eyes or something, but has 2 tiny stickers that come along with it. And yeah, so we've got quite a few parts here. I'm just gonna go ahead and move some of them over, rearrange here. Here, actually, what I'll do is maybe I can put up the box so that people can see as they come in what we're doing. Just move some of this stuff over so it's not in the way. And here we go. Maybe this will work. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well today. Oh, except one thing. Instructions. Yeah, okay, we got some instructions here. So they don't actually seem to be like that many instructions. Oh, actually, there's some decent amount of steps. Not a ton, but like more than I expected. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. It looks like the first step, we're going to need runner B and D. So we're going to need to move this one over here. So we're going to need this one, and we're going to need D, which is over here. So I'm going to have to cut some of this out. The only thing about this kit is it's so big that I feel like I don't have enough table space. Should have cleaned off more space for this one. Let's see. So we can go ahead and get started. So I'm going to need B. What is it? B. Oh, B1. Okay, easy enough. So that should be this one here. This is definitely the biggest kit out of anything that I've ever made. It's kind of comically big. Normally the pieces are like a slight bit smaller. So this is a little bit bigger than what I'm used to working with, but we'll see how it goes. It's going to be an interesting experiment, that's for sure. So now we're looking for C, which should be right here. We need C1. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. Pop this out. Okay, there we go. So C1 and C3. So we're kind of like building these joint pieces, and these joint pieces are going to go in between on the sides here. We're going to go in between on the sides. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to trim them up real quick. I don't know if I need to. I think these might be like inside pieces, but I'm not going to do an amazing job. We're just going to trim them up just a little bit just to see how it goes. Hey, Sam, how's it going? Hope you're doing well today. That answers your question. What was the question? I'm curious what your question would have been. There we go. Okay, so this should be good. When it was up and coming, I wrote, I wonder if this message will be here tomorrow. Oh, I see. And it wasn't? That's interesting. I didn't know that if you left messages before it went live, that it wouldn't display. All right. Whoops. You know what's? Oh my gosh. You know what's so dumb? I don't know if you saw me do that. I reached out to the box and I was gonna tap it to try and make the camera focus. Oh no. I'm using too many phones. Okay, let's see. All right, so I have two different pieces here, but I don't remember which is which now, of course. Okay, so it should be this one. Goes into this like so. Now the question is, I don't think it actually like slots in. I think it just sits there. I think it just sits there, and then we're gonna need to grab another one. It says it should. It shows like almost like a clicking thing from the outside, but oh, I see. I have them upside down. That would probably explain it. Probably goes in like something like this. I think. No. Yes. Okay, there we go. I was a little confused. Life-size Magikarp, hope it didn't cost you too much. Actually, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. I wasn't gonna get it, and then I was like, "You know what? It's really, like, ridiculous." And so I was like, "I'm gonna get it." I'm gonna get it. The last live stream that we did really, really well when we were model building, and so I was like, "Let's just try it again. Let's just try it again. We'll see what happens." It does make a good title. That's true. That's true. I was just kinda looking at it, and I was like, I kinda want that. I remember when it first came out, I was like, "This is so ridiculous." It's like, look at the mouth on this thing. That's the mouth. Like, it's huge. Like, there's my thumb. This thing's gonna be massive. Um, but yeah, it's super ridiculous, but it's fun. It's fun, it's funny. It's just so weird. So I need a 4 now. I'm gonna pop this out. Don't use it. No, no, I don't think that will be on the table. I think it's going to be a nice display piece. And that's about it. All right, so it says that there's stickers for this, but I don't see where there would have been stickers. I don't think I missed a sticker sheet, but I should just double check. Huh. Yeah, I don't see a sticker sheet for this, but it says stickers. So I'm a little curious. Oh, this is literally where you put the eyes. Okay. I was like, I was looking at the sticker sheet before and I was like, what is this for? It's literally just these 2 stickers. Okay. So we're gonna build this. Let's see. That's what I should have got this weekend is I should have got a better set of pliers. Because they're not pliers, but tweezers. Because these are small, but they're not like quite small enough. Oops. Because I just need to grab just from the side. So we're just going to apply these tiny little stickers and just try and get them perfect. It's pretty touchy. It's pretty touchy. We'll have to see how it goes. There we go. There's one. And then we'll do the other eye in just a sec. When did you first see it? The Magikarp? I saw this Magikarp when they first released it, like back in 2021. I saw an advertisement for it and I was like, oh, that's super silly. And I was kind of debating, like, oh, if I ever see it like in the store or something, should I get it? I don't know. And then I saw it like a couple weekends ago, and then I was like, do I really want that? I was like, that's kind of big. It's going to take up a lot of space. And then I was kind of like, yeah, yeah, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. And it'd be kind of fun to build. And then I figured because the last video that we did so well, I figured maybe I'd build another one. That being said, today it doesn't look like we're getting nearly as big of a push as we did the last time, which is interesting. But that's okay. But yeah, I have no idea how the algorithm works when it comes to that kind of thing. Very strange. Because last time it was ridiculous. And on that last video, we ended up getting like, I think we're almost at 600 watch hours at this point on that last video, which is absolutely insane. I've never had a video do that well, or a live stream do that well for that matter. Um, but I couldn't believe it. Like the other day, I woke up and checked, and it was like, you have 600 watch hours on this. And I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, sure. I'll take it. I might need to sand this down slightly because it looks like it's not going to clean up with just my fingernail. How many hours do you need to monetize? We need 3,000 hours in a year to get super chats. And then we need 4,000 for running advertisements. But then you also need, for the 3,000 watch hours, you also need 500 subscribers. So we got a ways to go. We got a ways to go, but that's okay. We're just having fun. We're just having fun. But it was cool to see. I'm glad that yeah, long road. Yeah, no doubt. But it was really cool to see that people responded so well to that live stream. It kind of seemed like, okay, well, maybe I'm doing some content that people really enjoy. So that was cool to see. I'm just gonna go ahead and sand this up a little bit. Just a little. Just to try and smooth it out. But still, you're climbing the ladder? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, which is nice. Which is nice. Like, so far in September, we've done better. Actually, maybe I'll start with... No, actually, this is a good grit. This is a good grit for now. So far in September, we've surpassed, like, watch hours and subscribers more than any other month. So, like, in the first week, it was a bigger boost than any other time. A car wrapping stream would go hard. I don't think I've ever wrapped a car, but I could wrap a model kit. Could wrap a model kit. That'd be weird. I wonder if they have that, actually. That'd be pretty interesting. I've never done any like car model kits yet, but I'd like to at some point. I'd like to. I feel like that'd be interesting. These this big kit is really weird. I've never done a kit this big. And so I've never I've never experienced building a model kit like this. It's quite odd. I'm not used to the size, that's for sure. One sec. I'm gonna just take this closer to me just for some better leverage for a second, because I just want to make sure that I don't need to go down in grit. I think I might need to. It's a little... That stress mark's a little deep. I can't seem to get it out. An alternate to painting? Yeah. I just meant, like, if I got, like, a car model kit, then you could wrap it. You could probably... They probably have vinyl stickers for model cars. I would assume. If they can do it for a big car, they could probably do it for a small car. But yeah, I feel like I'd really like to try building like a model car at some point. I feel like it'd be fun. I feel like it would be pretty cool. Okay, it's not perfect, but like, I'll take it. I could have made it a little better. I could have gone a little more with the sandpaper. I'm just debating whether or not I should. Do I know my demographic yet? No, I have no idea. in terms of like people coming in and out, it seems to be changing. Like for example, like on some of these model kit streams that I've been doing, I've been getting people from everywhere around the world, which is really cool to see. And then all sorts of like, yeah, the demographic changes. So like on one video, sometimes I get a lot of guys watching, and then sometimes we get like girls watching. So like it really depends. The demographics change quite a bit, and yeah, so I really don't know just yet. Kind of changes from video to video, different countries, different places. I think that's as good as I'm going to be able to get it. I don't think I can do any better. I'm just going to go ahead and sand that up. And then we're going to go ahead and polish it after that. Oh, the main demographic I should be worried about is age. Yeah, so age, it falls between 13 to, I would say like probably like 20. The majority is probably like 20 to 35. But then we also have a portion of the demographic that's like 13 to 17, I think. It's mainly younger demographic. Sorry, I don't know if this is like super loud. If this is super loud, just let me know and I can like probably hold it further away from the phone. No, not children. However, like to make a YouTube account, you have to be 13. So if there were children, I wouldn't know anyways. Okay, how's that? I gotta fix that up. It's a little rough. I'm just gonna go ahead. Try and polish this up a bit just so it doesn't look so rough. And then I think we should be good. And I'll just give it a quick polishing here. And we should be good to continue and start actually assembling this guy. For those of you who've just joined, we are currently building a giant Magikarp kit. We're just polishing up his face right now. Just a little bit more water here. Doesn't look too bad. Just trying to get rid of some of the dust though, because that sometimes gets in the way. Your phone's about to die. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Take your time. Hey everybody. We are just currently building a Magikarp model kit. It's going to be quite a big model. So I'm just sanding the head right now, getting it ready to be assembled. We're just getting it ready to be assembled here. We should be ready in just a minute or two. Just trying to get rid of some blemishes. Just trying to get rid of some blemishes. I think this should be okay. I'm just going to go ahead and do this and polish it up. Actually, I could probably go over it with this first. Slightly finer grit. That should be fine. And we'll go ahead and polish it. I'm trying to just get rid of some of the markings, but I feel like some of the markings actually might have gone a lot deeper than I intended them to when I was trimming them. So we'll see. It's not like the end of the world if I don't get it all, but it's like I'm trying to also just improve. So not the best at this. But we're trying our best at least. We're having fun. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well today. Just gotta sand this a little and then polish it. Should look better at least. There we go. Yeah, it looks better. All right. So let's just see if I can clean some of these up with just my fingernails here. This one I think is at the bottom, so I think it's probably fine for now. I can always go over it later if I need to. Okay, so now that we've done this, we want to get his eyeball in there. So his eyeball, I believe, slots in something like this. Whoop. So I think it just goes in like that. There we go. So we got his eyeball. It's looking all right. I need to polish the head up a little bit more. It looks a little rough. That's okay. I can always go over it in a bit if I need to. Okay, and so now we need to actually grab the other eyeball here. Oh, except there's actually a piece that we need to trim out. We need to trim out these runners. Just go ahead and try and trim them. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I wonder if I can just... Oh yeah, I can just pop it out. That's not bad. There we go. There we go. Good enough. Might need to trim it just so that the eye actually slots in nicely. Because otherwise we might have some trouble. Just kind of scrape that down a little bit. That should be good. There we go. That'll do. That will do. Okay. Just gotta get the other eye ready. There we go. Hey, Pat, how's it going? Hope you're doing well today. We're currently building a almost life-size Magikarp. I don't know if the phone will focus there, but we're building a model kit. And currently I'm just in the assembling phase or building phase. So we've got one eye set up, and we are just prepping the other one. I have to apply a sticker in a second. There we go. Smooth that out. There, so we got our eyeball, and now we're just gonna take this tiny little sticker. We're gonna give him a little pupil. These stickers are so tiny. Let's see if I can start that a little better. There we go. There we go, perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and drop this in. Perfect. There we go. I actually don't mind these ones too much because they had like a little indent there, so the sticker fell right into place. Sometimes the indents are not nearly as pronounced, and so you're trying to place the stickers and they're like shifting around. The nice thing is because these stickers are they don't have like super heavy duty glue, so if there's ever an issue, you can always either peel them up or you can kind of push on them to move them into place. All right, so let's get this other eyeball in there. Let's see. Actually, one thing I might need to do real quick. Hey, Melon, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We are currently building a big Magikarp. And I'm just getting the eyes in here. Oh, I'm good, thanks. I'm doing well. Had a pretty nice weekend, so cannot complain. Cannot complain, that's for sure. It was a little hot this weekend. We had a little bit of forest fire smoke, but it was all good otherwise. Let's see. Can I get this in properly? This is the biggest model I've ever built, so it's a little bit awkward. Not completely familiar with this sizing on the model, but so far so good. So far so good. So we have our eyes assembled. Oh, except I forgot to pop these out. I should probably these out. Yeah, the Jigglypuff. Did I? Yeah, I didn't. I was debating whether actually or not to grab the Jigglypuff this weekend, but I did not. I didn't grab the Jigglypuff. I grabbed a. I have, what do I have here? I have a Gyarados as well. I also have a Slowpoke, Charmander, Mewtwo, and an Arceus as well. So I grabbed a couple of them this weekend, but the other week I built a whole bunch of them as well. I've got this Pikachu here, which is pretty cool. Yeah, for sure. I haven't assembled it yet. Depending on how long this one takes today, we'll probably assemble it. But it looks like it's pretty cool. It's got like a nice display stand and stuff. So it's pretty neat. Yeah, they're really cool. The nice thing about these kits too is like they don't require like any glue or paint or anything. It even says no tools, but I just use like some snips just to kind of get them out of the runner sometimes. Oh yeah, for sure. You're very welcome. But yeah, there's some really cool ones. We've got like an Eevee, we've got Pikachu, Mimikyu. I've got a lot. I love these things. They're really cool. They're really fun kits to build. They're just like really they're pretty easy to put together, and because you don't need to paint them or anything like that, it's kind of nice. They kind of just assemble really nicely. So yeah, they're really fun. Yeah, very satisfying to make, like almost therapeutic. Like, it's just very relaxed. Oh, okay. I see what I'm doing now. So I need to pop the head onto here. I think we're just doing it like this. So these holes should line up, I think. Let's go ahead like that. There we go. Fits in perfectly. Nice and snug. I have to fix this sanding. I tried to sand this because I had a little bit of like an indent there, but it did not sand nearly as well as I thought it did. So I got to go back and fix that up in a little while. But for now, it should be okay. So now we need to trim out A1 and A5. So I see. We're getting part of the mouth ready here. Pop this out. But yeah, this is a lot bigger than the other sets by far. I think actually like the Pikachu could almost be eaten. Almost be eaten by this Magikarp. It's really big. I just saw this really big kit and I was like, man, I gotta try. I gotta try it out. It looks cool. So I like to just take like a little X-Acto knife and just trim any excess off. Just to try and make it look a little bit more clean. Sometimes I kind of mess it up and I make it look worse. But I try to make it at least look nice. Try my best. I'm still kind of learning how to do this myself. I haven't done like a whole bunch of model building just yet. So I'm kind of still learning. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, and I've been kind of doing like maybe one, sometimes two like model building streams a week, and then throughout the week I do like gaming streams as well. So if you're interested in any games, that's something we're doing as well. Built up a small community so far, but it's really chill. I try and make sure that all these streams are as chill as possible, just because I want everybody to have a good time. Just relax and just hang out. I usually stream around this time in the evenings as well. So, yeah, exactly. Enjoying is number one. I figured I just love doing stuff like this, and I figured, you know what, it would be super fun just to get other people involved. And so that's what we're doing. And I think they're pretty fun so far. I think I could make them maybe even more entertaining at some point, but I'm still learning as we're going. All right, so there we go. We got part of his mouth assembled. It looks kind of gross. It looks kind of gross, not gonna lie, but I mean, Magikarp never was a contender for a beauty queen, so there we go. Yeah, making stuff is fun. I love building stuff. There's these kits that I've been seeing every once in a while when I go out, and they're kind of like they're like made out of like cardboard and wood and stuff like that. So different materials than plastic. But what's cool about them is they're almost like you can put them in like a book nook. So you can like put them in your bookshelf and it looks like a little like world, a little miniature world inside your bookshelf. And some of them look so cool. I'd really like to try those at some point. Um, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. The only thing Magikarp's going to be doing is he's going to be chilling on the shelf. That's about it. That's about it. I don't know if you were here, but I also got a Gyarados as well. Saw that they had a Gyarados, so I was like, that's cool. So we'll be building that at some point as well. I don't know if we'll get through this Magikarp today. We might. I don't think there's a ton of pieces. I think it's mostly just cleaning up the pieces for this one. But if we do, we'll get started on the Gyarados next. I remembered. Yes, I did. But also, it looked like a cool kit. So I was like, heck yeah. I want to build a Gyarados. I mean, how do you get a Magikarp and then not get a Gyarados too, right? So yeah, here, I'll show you real quick. It looks pretty sweet. I think it looks pretty cool. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how far we get. I'm just going to go ahead and polish this up just a little bit. Just because some of what I trimmed didn't trim very nicely. So I'm just going to try and clean off some of the blemishes. Yeah, the quality looks super nice. I agree. The quality is really, really cool. That's why I really like these kits too, and they're not that expensive, really. I mean, the Magikarp was pricier. The Magikarp was a little bit more, but the tiny kits are about like 12 bucks. So like these guys, they're about like 12 bucks each, 12 or $13, and that's Canadian. So it's not too bad. The Magikarp was a little bit more pricey. He was bigger, so he was about, I think, 40 or 50 bucks. He's a little bit pricey, but is the Magikarp flexible? Yeah, actually, so it's not flexible, but you can get a you can swap out the back end, it looks like, and you can make him splash or put him in a splashing pose. I don't know if there we go. So yeah, kind of cool. Some of them are flexible though. Like for example, last week I made a Ho-Oh, and it actually has a spring inside, and so when you push down on it, the head moves and the wings move. So that's kind of cool. So some of them do have some motion to them as well. No, it was all good. It was all good. This is just my hobby money. So it's all good. But yeah. So I'm just gonna polish this side up here, and then we'll finish assembling this. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now I think this snaps in something like this. How does this work? There we go. There we go. Okay, and so then now it goes into his mouth. There we go. Now it's starting to look like a Magikarp. A little disturbing, but here goes my wallet. Yeah, no kidding, right? No kidding. They've got like so many different kinds, and yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun. Okay, so I need, it says I need what is it? C4 and C5. All right, so this is C, and we need 4 and 5. So we need this big piece here. I wonder actually if it's better for me to just pop them out. Might be better. We'll see. I want to try and make the least amount of stress marks as possible on these, so I don't have to spend so much time sanding them. But we'll see. Sometimes you can just pop them out by hand. They're easier that way. Let's see. Sometimes you can also just rub it with your fingernail and the markings will disappear as well. So sometimes you don't need to go as far as sanding or anything. If you just give it a little scratch and it works. It's not too bad. Could have been better. And then that's on a joint, so it doesn't matter. There we go. Let's see. And then this one's like some sort of, I don't know what exactly it does. It's a joint part of some kind. Okay, so this goes in exactly like that. Okay. So it slots in something like that. That should be about right. And then we need the other half of Magikarp's butt. Yeah, exactly. It's for the tail, I guess. I would assume so. It looks like that would it be what it I can't talk. That looks like it would be what it's for. Something like that. There we go. There we go. And then did this trim cleanly? I think so. I think it was all right. Who knows? Yeah, it's going to be a surprise. But yeah, otherwise nothing too crazy happened this weekend. It was pretty chill. It's a pretty quiet weekend. Actually, that's not true. We did have a barbecue on Saturday, which was nice. We had a barbecue. Some family came over. It was a nice chill time. All right, so this connects like this. There we go. So it snaps in. I need this thing. Yeah, no kidding. You love barbecues? Yeah, barbecues are always fun. They're always pretty fun. Okay, so I think this actually just slots in like this. So it just has a joint and it just connects. But before we do that, it says it wants us to create the tail. So I'm gonna go grab these tail pieces. Speaking of protein, how's progress? It's going good. I mean, I feel like it's not too no too significant changes with the workouts. Pretty much same old, same old. However, I smashed my knee pretty good this weekend. That was one thing that I was kind of bummed about. I don't even remember what I smashed it on, but it was the table, the kitchen table. I smashed it in like the support bar for the table, and I just went, oh gosh. It was like, I don't know if you know that like classic scene from like Family Guy where Peter Griffin's just like on the sidewalk, like gasping in pain. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. It was kind of ridiculous, but it was funny. There we go. Yeah, that's about how it went. Holy carp. That's yeah. Accurate. I wonder if that's what they would use in the Pokemon universe instead of crap. I'd say carp. I could see it. I could see it happening. Bro needs monetization for a wheelchair. No, I still have the use of my legs. I'm okay. I'm okay. It wasn't that bad, but a couple more hits like that, and yeah, I might just need one. It was pretty rough. It's pretty rough. All right, so there we go. There we go. Yeah, these tail pieces cut out pretty nice. Takes you back to crab souls. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Another crab's treasure. That was something else. That was quite the game. It's so funny that you call it crab souls too, because it's basically what it was. It was Dark Souls with sea creatures. There we go. Whoa. I'm dropping things. These are kind of cool because they slot in really nice and snug. It's very satisfying to kind of clip them together too. Just kind of they slot in. I'm still amazed by how perfect the pieces line up together. I don't know how they manage that. That's really cool. Very, very cool. It was so hard that the bosses hit you right onto the map. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. They had no mercy. No mercy in that game. All right, so it says that this big one goes on top right here. Something like this. Ooh, that was a good click. That was a pretty good click. And then, let's see, this one goes like that. There we go. All right, so I think now we can just connect the two pieces. There we go. So we have his body. We have his body assembled. I might need to sand some of this down a little bit better. There's a couple little marks here or there that I think could have been done a little better. Might actually... The nice thing is I can always separate them if I need to clean anything up. Just going to go ahead and trim this slightly and just see if I can't smooth it out. I might need some sandpaper for this. Yeah, maybe. We'll give it a shot. While I'm at it, maybe I'll just clean up the head too, because it was kind of a sloppy job. Yeah, there was those sweatshops are doing well. That's for sure. Polish, no. No polishing. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this really quick. Looks a little better. I'm just gonna go over this top of the head one more time, see if I can't make it a little nicer. I feel like it didn't turn out as well as I wanted it to when I was trying to clean it up earlier. It looks really rough. I might just need to rub a microfiber cloth over it too, just to buff it out slightly. Because it sometimes that can help just get rid of some of those scuff marks. not quite. I'm gonna just try and do this for a little bit longer. We'll just see if this works. I've been trying different methods for sanding as well, just because sometimes I feel like just trying different things. You never know when you'll find a better method, better strategy for making something look good. Let's see. Let me see. That's not life size. You thought he was supposed to be giant. It's pretty big. It's like a baby size though. It's definitely not life size. I guess life size was probably like, I think like 2 feet. This would be like baby sized. Do you know how big Forest is? All right, let's just see here. Is this gonna work? Please work. Oh yeah, actually that did kind of work. I don't know if you can tell, but it's definitely cleaner. So I'm gonna go ahead and polish it up again and just see if that works. Yeah. So once we get rid of this stress mark, I feel like we can move on to the rest of the build. Just this one little piece is kind of a pain in the butt. This one little piece is causing problems. It's not terrible. If I just buff it out more, it should be okay. Please don't say whatever you're thinking. I feel like I understand what you're getting at already, and I'm like, no. Okay, there we go. That should be better. Oh yeah, that cleaned up really nice, actually. Nice. Say it, say it, say it. No, don't say it. All right. Okay, good enough. There we go. Got a Magikarp. Might have to clean it up a little better later, but it's all good. So now we're gonna get his like little, I don't know what they'd be called. They're not antenna. Oh, it's like part of his wings, actually, what we're building. And then we're building his like little mustache things. So we need B. Where is it? B. Ah, there it is. Whiskers. Yeah, his whiskers. I just need a fishing hook. Oh man, that'd be great. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I should have grabbed that. That would have been funny. And get like one of those like little mini fishing rods. Actually, that'd be a great pose. Because it comes with a stand, so you can actually like stand them up and everything. I feel like that'd be a very funny pose to put them in. Hooked on a fishing line. There we go. Should be good. So this is where his like fin is gonna be. So it's like the top portion. I don't know if you can see, like right there. It's like the top portion of his fin. Yeah, it would make a totally cool display idea. I agree. Get like one of those little mini fishing rods from like the dollar store or something. Alrighty. So now we just need to trim out some of the. We're just going to trim some of the fins out, I guess. But what number do I need? I need 6, which is this one right here. So we're going to trim this out. Actually, I'm not going to trim that piece because I feel like I can just pull it out. There we go. Yeah, he is super goofy looking. He is a weird looking fish. That's for sure. All right, so we can take this wing piece, fin. I guess it's a fin, it's not a wing. And we slot it in something like this. Where would it go? Is this right? What am I doing here? Oh, okay. This way. There we go. That makes more sense. There we go. Who made Pokemon? Oh man, that no, the name's on the tip of my tongue. Why don't I remember his name? It's like right there. I'm making some pretty okay stream content. That's what I'm doing. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll take it. I'll take pretty okay. All right. So now comes his little whiskers. His whiskers come next. Which whisker am I doing? 2. All right, whisker number 2, which is this bottom one. There we go. Oop. Yeah, no, it's fun. I like doing this. This is like very like, I don't know, it's relaxing. It's a good time. It's a good time. I hope that everyone else can enjoy it as well. I just like hands-on like building stuff. It's kind of I don't know, it's enjoyable. It's enjoyable, and then at the very end when you're done, you get to see you get a cool figure to display. It's kind of like, I mean, it's kind of like Lego in a way, I suppose. It's like just Lego with more steps. I'm doing more than most streamers. In terms of streams, yeah, I mean, they seem to be doing well. I mean, people seem to be enjoying them. People seem to be enjoying these crafting streams, so I figure if I can combine 2 hobbies into one, that's a win in my book. Because usually I would do this just for fun on my own, just as like a chill way to just wind down. It's also nice because it kind of gets you like, you gotta like think about what you're doing, and like, I don't know. It's a little bit more complex. Yeah, it's definitely cheaper than Lego. Holy man. You can say that again. Lego is so expensive. I actually passed by a Lego store today and I saw that they had a new Nightmare Before Christmas set, and it's so cute. It's awesome. It's so cool. Like, they really captured the movies really well in that set. All the shapes and everything are, like, really well done, but, they wanted, like, 260 bucks, and I was like, "Ugh." My wallet cried out. It was like, "No, no, I'll admire it from afar. I'll admire it from afar. I don't think I can justify that." Halloween is coming up. That's true. Content is content. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. If these building streams keep doing as well as they are, then maybe. Maybe. The last one did really well. The last one is almost at 600 the last one's almost at 600 watch hours, so I was quite shocked to see that. I didn't think it would do that well. So I'm glad that people out there are enjoying it. Oh, these whiskers are weird. They're actually not like hard plastic. They're kind of almost rubbery. Um, so it's kind of harder to trim them. Well, if I was gonna sell something for 260, I'd make damn sure it's good. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. I mean, that's the one thing though with Lego is like all their sets are usually they're pretty good quality. Except for those brown Lego pieces. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but like some of the older like Lego kits, the color brown would actually like I don't know, degrade over time and then they just snap. If you look it up on YouTube, there's like compilations of people just snapping old brown Lego bricks. It's weird. Don't pour money until you're making it back. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I would I don't want to put in too much just because, yeah, I will go broke very quickly. I will go broke very, very quickly. Okay, I can't stand Magikarp up without him blocking taking up the whole camera, so we're going to just leave him off to the side. All right, so we're building the next wing piece. This piece just literally fell out of the mold, so good for it, good for me. Less work, less effort required. All right. And so now we gotta trim this piece of the wing out here. Let's see. Can I just pop it out? Kinda. I wonder if I can trim this piece out. There we go. There we go. Got this popped out. Do I need to trim that? Maybe slightly. But yeah, I love Lego, but yeah, it's just a little pricey. Also, I feel like it takes up a lot of space. I mean, these models do too, but I feel like not quite as much as Lego. I don't know. Maybe that's not true. I don't know. Maybe not quite. Okay, so I'm holding it like this, and I'm putting it together like so. There we go. I know the frames are just trash, but they feel like the set and you should use them. Yeah, actually, so one thing that you can do is for some of the sets, I guess with this one you can't see it like super super well, but like if you look, I don't know if you can see, but like right here is like a seam line. And so with some of those sets, what you can actually do is sometimes people take the frames and you can mix it up with like a glue, and the glue will actually melt the plastic. And so you can actually use it to like line the seam lines. And so instead of it being like in pieces and clearly pieces, you can like kind of fill those gaps in, and it looks like it was like perfectly molded plastic. So sometimes that's what people do. I've never tried it yet, um, but it seems like a good way to reuse those pieces. Some people will even take those pieces and then like build other things with them. They'll build like whatever they can put their minds to, I guess. So you can use them. I always save them just in case I ever want to do something with them later. But that's some advanced level model work. Yeah. Um, I have old pieces. Yeah, I do have old pieces. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, but yeah, I always save the excess runners, just because you never know when you. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll use them for something. I don't know if I'm that creative, but melting and reusing plastic for the first time. Trying not to burn my hands. Like any percent. It's a speed run. There we go. Cool. His tail piece cleaned up pretty nice. And we just need his tail fin now. Let's see if I can pop this out. And then I think we're basically done the majority of his body. There's like a separate tail or like pose that you can use. And then there's also the stand. And then otherwise, I think he's basically finished. I think he's basically finished at that point. Just need to clean up some of these seams. They just look cool too. Yeah, no kidding. All right, there we go. I always try and be as careful as I can with these X-Acto knives. I never want to hurt myself. I feel like that would be like worst case scenario. I've always been pretty careful, I think. But yeah, accidents do happen. So trying not to chop my hands off. Which way does this go? Is this right? No, that doesn't feel right. Okay, let's try flipping it over again. Is this right? Yeah, that should be right. Okay. For some reason, this one's really snug, though. I don't know why it's so... There we go. There we go. I had to really give that one a push, but... There we go. Please be careful. Yeah, will do. Yes, I probably will do Gyarados tonight as well. First aid stream would be informative content. Yeah, so if you like chop your finger off, if you ever happen to cut your finger off, this is what you should do. Step 1, put it on ice. Make sure the finger doesn't directly touch the ice. You don't want it to get frostbite. Okay, here we go. Here's the Magikarp. He is a big boy. He's chonky. Like, this is my hand for comparison. It's pretty big. Pretty big. And then we're just going to build the stand. And yeah. We'll display them. And then I don't know if I'll build the other, like the other body shape. I think I'll just leave it with this one for now. But yeah, it's cool that they give you an option. The other body is just 3 pieces, so if you wanted to like change it, you could. So you just pop those 3 pieces out and build them up, and you get a different pose. So that's kind of cool. It's always nice when they give you options. All right, so now base building. You can do CPR or Heimlich unless you're certified. Otherwise, you can get sued. What am I looking at? It depends on what part you were looking at. You were either looking at the Magikarp, you were either looking at his additional butt, or you're now looking at a frame. A clear base that you can prop them up on. There we go. So there's the bottom. And then... Oh, okay. This is like one of the easiest bases I've ever built. Pretty simple. Looks like you just slot the couple pieces that are there into each other, and you're off to the races. The additional thing. Yeah, the additional thing is like it's another body piece that lets you give him an extra pose. So I don't know if you can see, like right here, it says there's like an additional shape that you can do to give him kind of like a pose as if he's splashing. He's splashing around. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of neat. Okay, so this goes into this. And then this goes into this. There's the frame. There's the frame, and how does he slot in? Goes in like this, I think. Yeah, there we go. Very cool. So this is our big fish. It's our big fish on display for all to see. He's pretty big, actually. He's pretty big. He's cool, though. Very cool model. So yeah, I guess that is our... This is our Magikarp. Give him a little spin. I mean, he kind of looks the same on both sides. It's kind of cool. You can pose his like whiskers. You can pose his like his flippers slightly. So you can kind of move some of these parts around to give him a little bit more of a dynamic pose, which is cool. So this is our big Magikarp. So now I'm gonna put the phone back down. You want to paint your ceiling blue? $40 well spent. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty neat. He's big. He's a big fish. All right, so now we can start on our Gyarados here. So this is the next one we're going to do. Oh, there we go. These are made in Bandai's factories, so I'm not sure. I think they're all just like molded. They're all molded, so they just get put into a machine. They fill the machine with plastic, and then it just puts it into molds. And at that point, then they can just print out a whole bunch all at once. All right. Just got to open up these packs real quick. This one's a nice blue for our Gyarados. There you go. Cool. Rayquaza and Bulbasaur hiding too. Yeah, here's Bulbasaur. I'm just gonna move this over. Bulbasaur's over here. Rayquaza's in the back. We also have my favorite, which is a Greninja. I thought this one was really cool. He's got like some clear pieces, and you can pose him doing cool ninja stuff. So yeah, pretty neat. Pretty neat figures. All right, so I'm actually gonna do this. Whoop, it's falling over. I don't know how to pose this. That's fine. That'll do. He's got a ship out of water. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. So, for this, man, actually this Gyarados kit, I really like the colors in it. It's really nice. So we're looking for B1, which is this one here. B1, and then we'll also need A1 later. So we need B15 and we need B18. So it's these two at the bottom here. Somehow I never got to this. Open some Pokemon cards. Oh man. Pokemon card packs would be very cool, but man, I'd blow money on those. Holy man. I would blow so much money on Pokemon cards, and it'd be over before you know it. I'd probably have to spend a couple hundred just to spend the whole stream opening cards. There we go. Oh, how'd I react when Detective Pikachu came out? I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. I kind of wish there was more Pokemon in it, like more variety. But it was fun. I like Ryan Reynolds, so him as Pikachu was kind of a wild ride. But yeah, it was a fun movie. I kind of hope they make another one at some point. I'm gonna have to probably sand that down. That's okay. There's a lot of weird shapes on this one, on this Gyarados. When you were 10, you saw the trailer come out and you loved it. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was really well done. I thought they did a good job with like the Pokemon, way better than the Sonic movie. I'll give you that. Like the trailer for the Sonic movie was so brutal. Did you guys see the speaking of, did you see the trailer for the Minecraft movie? Oh man. I saw that and was like, "No." They didn't learn from the Sonic movie. They didn't learn. We got Deadpool voicing Pikachu. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, you loved it. It's so stinky. Yeah, the oh man, the first Sonic design was so brutal. It was so brutal. This piece right here is really rough. I might have to sand that. Oh, actually, I think this side came out a little better. It's not terrible. They gave Jack Black a blue shirt. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like honestly Jack Black's probably going to be the best part about it. Yeah, I feel very indifferent about like the appearance of it. I feel like it just kind of is like, it looks bad. I hope they improve it, but I'm not holding my breath. But yeah, it was some of the animals and like mobs looked kind of rough. They looked a little bit rough. It's so dumb. Yeah. Yeah, I really like Jack Black. I think he's a lot of fun. He always tries to like just like, I don't know, be a positive influence, which is cool. I don't know. He's always so jolly. I used to like watching his when he was doing YouTube with his sons. I thought that was pretty cool. I wish they would do more Jablinski games, but I guess he's just a little busy right now. I really like him in Kung Fu Panda as well. But his live action stuff is good too. Like Nacho Libre, classic movie. It's a great movie. Yeah, he was Poe in the Kung Fu Panda movies, which I really like. Yeah, I like those movies a lot. I haven't seen the newest one, but at some point I will. At some point I will, because yeah, they're really fun movies. I feel like they're starting to get kind of like there's a lot of them now, because I think this was like what the fourth one. I feel like 4 Kung Fu Panda movies is a little bit of a lot, but yeah, it's fun. I think they said that eventually they're going to do 6. I think that was like the plan was that they'd do 6 of those movies. So we might get 2 more, which I wouldn't mind actually. I would not mind it at all. They're like kind of like junk food movies, like they're comfort movies, you know? IRL Santa is playing Steve. Yeah, there's going to be 6. Yeah, apparently. Apparently 6 Kung Fu Panda movies. Hope it has a soul. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Like I always worry like when they do a ton of movies, if it starts to feel like maybe they're like milking it or like the stories aren't as good. But that's what I'm kind of worried about like for Toy Story 5. I'm a little concerned that that they'll maybe just milk it or make it not as good, but I feel like that'd be pretty bad if they did cuz they've built up pretty goodwill, I would say for the movies over the past couple decades. So Disney is Disney. I don't know, like there's been some misses recently with Disney, like Wish. When Wish came out, people were not huge on that movie. They were like clowning on it. um Messing up old masterpieces of what they do. I mean sometimes they do a good job. Like I thought Toy Story 3 was really good. I thought that one was pretty good. So it might not be bad. It just really depends. Just really depends on how they do it, I suppose. There's never really a guarantee though with anything. It's always a bit of a gamble. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna quickly do these ones really quick. I wonder if I can just apply pressure. Nope. No, I can't, but it's actually really fine, so I think that's okay. I think that's all right. I feel like the weird thing with Disney movies, I don't know how I feel about actually this isn't just Disney, but in general, like they've been doing a lot of like live action movies. And I feel like the live action adaptations, I always thought those were like so cool as a kid, but now I'm always like, I don't know. I feel like live action is really hard to pull off for some reason. And yeah, I'm kind of iffy on that. But okay, where is this piece that needed sanding? Ah, right here. Okay. Might just need a polish. We'll see. Yeah, actually, I think that's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, I said I couldn't go on the Discord because it was a little questionable. It was a little questionable of a meme. All right. So we're gonna put it together here. There we go. There's his head, and we're gonna put some stickers on his eyes. Let's see. That should be okay. All right. I feel like I need to readjust this. This wasn't 100% perfect. Let's try and line this up. The issue here is that because it's a little bit of a bigger sticker, the glue doesn't want to actually stay put. So it's kind of lining up funky. Maybe I'll just use my fingers. It might be easier. Nope. Maybe I'll try going from the other angle then. Dang, these stickers are sometimes kind of tricky. Kind of a pain in the butt. There we go. That should be better. Yeah, it definitely doesn't. I think part of the issue is I think it could be like when I first started the stream, there was nobody currently like waiting on the stream. Because I remember the one time, like the last one that we did, there was actually a couple of you here right away. And I think that might have played an influence on it, but I really don't know. It's very hard to say. The analytics are kind of weird. Kind of weird like that. It's hard to or not the analytics, but the algorithm. The algorithm is weird. I don't know how that works exactly. There's probably an element of randomness to it, but that's okay. We're having fun. So that is what counts in my book, or at least I'm having fun. I hope everybody else is having fun, but I'm having fun. At everyone, what's up? But yeah, it's all good. I mean, I don't really mind in terms of like, you know, my channel's still pretty small, so I'm okay with, it'll just take some time. It'll just take some time, I think. So like I'm not in like any big rush. But it is nice when the channel grows. I like when people come in and everybody's having a good time and enjoying the content. I think that's always fun. And not only enjoying the content, but also enjoying each other's company and just like, I don't know, just chilling, chatting, having a good time. I feel like that's always fun. Specifically the community in advance during Q. Yeah, yeah, yeah. True. I did get 600 out of 3,000 for a year. You've been here for probably over an hour. Yeah. Yeah, probably. I would say so. And it's good vibe. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's good. I'm glad that makes me happy. I'm glad. I That's really all I want is for people to enjoy themselves and have fun. Cuz that's what I'm doing. And it's yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. Usually when I'm doing these streams, it's like well, it's actually pretty much every time I do these streams, it's like later at night. So it's kind of chill. We're just hanging out. But what's interesting too is at the hour in which I stream, like we get people from all over the world. I've mentioned this before. Um, but yeah, we get people from everywhere. So sometimes it's early morning, sometimes it's late at night. But I hope the chill vibes come across well. You're from the UK. Oh, cool. Exactly what I mean. Yeah, we get people from all over the place. All over the place. Nice. He's coming together well. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think there might have been like one other person maybe from the UK. Maybe. I can't remember. But yeah, otherwise I think you're one of the first ones from the UK, that's for sure. That's cool. It's kind of like Pokemon. We got to collect them all. We got to eventually get somebody from every continent. Eventually. So we need A19. All right, so we need this piece here. Pokemon unites the world. It truly does. It truly does. Like I feel like I don't know how many languages it's dubbed in, like the anime, but I feel like it's in like a ton of different languages and like I feel like everybody likes Pokemon. A18. There's cool magical little creature guys. I guess they're pocket monsters, but I feel like calling them monsters is weird. I feel like Pokemon are like little creatures. Animals? I don't know. Might need to sand that a little bit. It's a little rough. Yeah, Brazil, Canada. Yeah, true. True. Yeah, we got people coming from everywhere, which is really neat. I really like that. It's really interesting too because then people come in from like various places around the world and then they tell us about like what it's like in that part of the world. It's like very fun, interesting. You hear all sorts of stories. It's pretty cool. There we go. That's all right. Okay, so we have this tongue piece sorted out. I just need to trim off some of the excess right here. And then we'll place a sticker, and then that's his mouth. So we'll have his mouth done in just a minute, which is interesting. He'll start to look more like a Gyarados in due time. There we go. Okay, so we need to place his tongue. So we're going to try our best to get this sticker on properly, not mess it up. I feel like I've been doing pretty decently when it comes to stickers recently. Definitely getting better. These kits don't usually come with a ton of stickers, but there's a decent amount for sure. Stick it over like this. Let's see if I can line it up properly. Try and avoid any creases. That'd be nice. It's cool. It's been nice weather lately. Oh, that's good. We had some crazy heat waves this year. Like the entire month was like plus 30, which was a little intense. It was a little bit intense for me. But I kind of got eventually acclimatized to it, and now I'm like, oh, plus 30? Okay. Okay. So I think we got this tongue sticker going on pretty decently. The only thing though is with some of these stickers, they have like these creases, and sometimes these creases don't turn out very well. Sometimes they end up looking a little goofy, but it's one thing that I'm not a huge fan on. Sometimes they look a little rough around the edges, but otherwise, generally, they're not too bad. I collect cards and play Pokemon Go, but I do slip and buy toys sometimes. Nice. Plus 30 in Canada sounds nice. It was okay, but like it was like relentless. It was constant. It was really hot. It's really quite hot. So I'm not used to it all the time, or for at least that length of time. I feel like that was a very lengthy process. Oh, okay, I see. I have this flipped upside down. Oh, okay, I got it. These are his teeth. I was like wondering what the heck I was doing. But yeah, he's got teeth there. All right, cool. All right. Let's do A1. We'll do A1 now. What piece do we need from here? Oh, tiny piece. We need A111. Need A111. So we're going to go ahead and cut this one out, and then we'll be able to place this on our figure. So this one is going into, oh, we need another piece actually. Let's see, what piece do we need? Number 6, okay. We're gonna cut out number 6 here. There we go. Number 6. Oh, their hats are bear skins from Canada? I had no idea. That's interesting. That's funny. Yeah, we have like an interesting relationship with the UK. It's kind of cool. How many bears are you skinning? I have no idea. I have no clue. That's a good question. All right, so we're sticking these teeth through here. And yeah, if we stick this through here, that slots through like that. Then we got some top fangs for him. And then we have the bottom of his jaw as well. I don't know if these connect together just yet. I gotta double check here. What do we got going on? Oh, it says we're missing a sticker. I need to put a sticker on 3 stickers on this piece. Wow, there's a lot of stickers. What the heck? Okay. So we're gonna be doing some stickers here. Actually, that's the rest of the stickers. Once we're done these is the last of them. Hooray, no more stickers. I see all the hats and I'm like, that's a lot of bears. Oh, you have family in Ontario. That's cool. I've never been to Ontario either. I think I'm like the only person in my family that's never been to Ontario. I'm on the west side of Canada, so I've never made it further east than Manitoba. So it's whole side of the country is like completely different world to me. It's so big. This country's huge. It takes forever to get anywhere. There we go. Actually, that went in pretty decently. Not half bad. I'll give it that. Yeah, not bad at all. I don't know if the link will pop up in chat. I don't know if you can post links in chat. You can try. I don't think it should ban you. I think if anything, the link won't show up. But yeah, if anybody's interested in the Discord, it's on. If you look up any of the other like gaming live streams I've done, it should be in the description of any of those as well. So if you're interested in joining the Discord, yeah, it's pretty chill. We don't. It's not too chatty in there just yet, but it's cool just to hang out. Have I ever been abroad? I have. I've been to a couple places. When I was younger, I was pretty fortunate. We got to go on a couple different trips. Never overseas though. Like I've never been to like the UK or anywhere in Europe. But I'd love to check it out at some point because I feel like so much of Europe is very really beautiful. And then also I'd like to go to Asia one day. I feel like Asia would be also very cool. Um, but no, I've been to America and I've been to Mexico. I feel like that's a very like Canadian answer. I feel like a lot of Canadians go to America and Mexico. um, but yeah, so I was very fortunate, got to do that. It was pretty nice. Wow, these side stickers are a pain to put on. All right, no worries, Sam. Thanks for stopping by, man. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. Take care. Okay, I don't know if I can do this with my fingers. I might need to use tweezers on this one. It's a tough one. It's a tough one for sure. Might also just like try and nudge it into place. This might be a good example of just nudging the stickers where you need them to go. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, thanks so much, man. I won't forget. I wish they didn't give stickers. Oh man, me too. Like the nice thing is like at least you don't have to paint and like really they're gearing these towards kids. And they're like kind of like entry level kits. Like I don't know if you can see, but it says there's no glue required, no tools required, no painting. So I think that's part of the it's part of the like I guess the experience. Some of them don't have many stickers. Some of them have more stickers. Like actually the Ho-Oh that I showed off earlier, this guy, all of his tail, like all of that is stickers. So there was like I think this one had the most stickers out of any kit that I've done so far. Um, Sometimes they're not bad. It's just like really awkward when it's like inside of like a curved piece like this. It's just really tough to get it lined up properly. Sometimes borderline impossible, but I will never complain about Lego sets with stickers ever again because like these are like a million times worse. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I'm not a fan of stickers. I don't think anybody is. I think always everybody feels like it's a pain in the butt. The cool thing though is if you're really good at like making models and stuff and you're into like painting, you can prime these and then you can paint them. So if you wanted to paint them instead, you could always do that too. And they probably turn out way nicer. I unfortunately am just not familiar with that aspect of it all. So I might try at some point, but yeah, it's a whole other ballpark. Painting them and everything. But they look really good if you can do them well. Oh, actually, I think I got that on perfectly. It looks way better than the other side even. All right, cool. Well, good enough. Good enough. Okay, so let's go ahead and snap this in. So here's his mouth, and we just pop it in like this, I think. There we go. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I agree. I agree. It looks pretty all right. Not too shabby. So now I'm gonna go ahead and keep going. We need B3. Now, if I could find that, where is it? Okay, B3 is over here. And we need A2, which is over here. Okay. So we need 16 and then 2. Oh, actually, I grabbed the wrong one. If I can read properly, which is like sometimes I can read properly, we're just going to grab this piece right here. Just snip it out. There we go. It just falls off. And then we need 17, which is this tiny, tiny piece right here. I don't know if this is like part of his whiskers or what this is, but very tiny piece. Just gonna pop it out like this. This one's stubborn. It doesn't want to come off. There we go. There we go. So now, I think this little wing pops into it like so. Something like this. How does this work? Oh, okay. So we hold it like this, and we hold it like this. Oh, did I grab the wrong thing here? What did I do? Okay, this is 17. Oh, whoops. Yeah, okay, I read it wrong. The instructions are like right next to each other for each piece, and I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, that explains why it doesn't fit properly. That explains it. There we go. So this one should be the one that we need. There we go, probably. Yeah, that's better. Reading comprehension, am I right? That's why it's important. There we go. You know, you'd think after like the first couple times that happened, you'd kind of catch on after a while, but no. No, I don't catch on. It just happens. There we go. Hey, Kai, how's it going, man? Yeah, all the bits do click together really nicely. They make like, I don't know if it's picking up on the phone, but they make a nice little clicking noise. They snap together quite nice. What are we making? Today we're making a Gyarados model. And earlier we also made a giant Magikarp. Very big Magikarp. I'll show you in a sec here. He is very big. Here we go, 1 second. So earlier we made this. He's huge. He's a pretty big one. He's hefty. I don't know where I'm gonna put him yet, but he's a big guy. So I got this fancy Magikarp. Now we're making a tiny Gyarados, which is kind of ironic. Did I start early? I started a little bit early. I started at it would have been about 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago is when we started. So it was a little bit early. It was like maybe 20 minutes earlier than what I usually start at. Okay, so we're connecting some pieces. So this one goes into here. There we go. So he's got a nice fin now. Yeah, it is huge. Yeah, it is massive. I saw that kit a while back and I was like, should I get it? I don't know. And I was humming and hawing over it for quite a while. And I was like, to heck with it. We'll get it. It'd be fun to build on stream. It's kind of goofy. I just couldn't get over how big it was. So I said, why not? Why not? We'll splurge a little. All right. Just trim this up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Much better. Perfect. And now this piece should go nicely. Oh, no worries, man. No worries. You got to do what you got to do. Good luck with hockey tomorrow. Hope you do well. But yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. We'll probably be playing some games tomorrow, but yeah, we'll definitely be here. I'll definitely be here. All right, see you later, man. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Oh, actually, this piece went in like super smooth. Why didn't this piece go in? Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. It's nice and smooth now. At first, when I put it in, it didn't want to actually sit smoothly, but now it's doing much better. Yeah, he was. He just left a little while ago as well. He had to go too. He's got, I think, school tomorrow, bright and early. Yeah, I think now that school's starting back up, everybody's got different schedules, which is to be expected. Everybody's got their different things going on. So I'm trying to stream a little earlier if I can, just to accommodate everybody. But yeah, it's tricky. Tricky to kind of match everybody's schedules since we have everybody all over the place, all over the world. It's definitely tricky. Hey, thank you so much, man. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. We'll catch you later. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's a very tiny, like delicate piece, but like what a neat detail. His little whiskers. Some of these kits have like really nice details like that on them, and then some of them are like really simple. But the ones where they have like these cool little detail accents and stuff are really fun. They're fun to build and they're fun to look at. So we're just gonna go ahead and trim that up a little. You need some snips like this. Yeah, they're helpful. They're helpful. Do you do a lot of like any model building as well? They're definitely handy little tools. Okay, so I think that's basically it for the head. I think we're on to building the body now. Just make sure I didn't skip any important instructions again. It's probably a good thing to check for. You don't really, but you like making electronics and things? Oh yeah, that'd be super helpful. That's cool. The only electronic stuff that I've ever done is I built a Game Boy Advance. Um, I mean, I guess technically I didn't build the Game Boy Advance. I just like swapped out a bunch of parts. And then I swapped out the shells, some buttons, um, and then added like a new sound speaker to it and stuff. But yeah, it's super cool. It's a lot of fun. I might do a stream where we just play a Game Boy Advance for a bit. Just because it's a lot of fun. I love the Game Boy Advance. It's a really fun little machine. Um, But it was a really cool project, like, especially for, like, first time, like, soldering or whatever. I built I did, like, a little test kit, which was, like, a little Christmas tree. Yeah, backlit screen too, yeah. Yeah, I did a, backlit screen, um, different shell, different speaker, what else? I'm trying to remember all the parts that I used. I added it's like a little kit that helps to clean up the, like, speaker sound so it doesn't sound, like, staticky, so it has, like, a better sound quality to it, and then, like, a bunch of other stuff, um, but yeah, it was a lot of fun, before building that kit, because I was kinda scared, I didn't wanna mess up the Game Boy, I built like, a little test kit, which was a little Christmas tree with a bunch of LEDs that would, like, blink, so that was kind of a fun kit to start with, and to practice soldering, um, but, man, soldering is something else, like, trying to get electronics together. Ooh, there was a couple days where I spent, like, 6 hours just trying to get, like, old buttons out and then, like, putting new buttons in. It was a little tough. It was a little tough. I still have my old Game Boy Advance, the wide one, not the SP. Yeah, the wide one is awesome. Yeah, that's the one that I built. I did like the SP as well, but I don't know, there's just something about the wide Game Boy that it fits better in, like, larger hands. The SP is a little bit too small for me now. When I was younger, I loved the SP because it fit better in my small hands, but now I love the Game Boy Advance just because it's bigger. I need B11. Let's see. So I actually need this piece as well. That's sweet. It's a learning curve? Yeah. Yeah, it is definitely a learning curve. Hey, Lainey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well today. Good morning to you. A110 is what we need. So you need this piece, and then in the next step, we're going to need the other one. So I might as well trim that one out too while we're here. So this is what we need for now. Where'd I put the other piece? Oh, right there. And then I'm going to need this piece later, so I might as well grab it while we're here. Top of the morning. Hope my day was well. Yeah, it was good. It was a good day. It was pretty swell. Pretty swell Sunday. Can't complain. It went by quick. That's the only complaint. It went by too fast, but I was having a lot of fun, so it's always good. Let's see. How do I assemble? What are the steps for assembly? Oh, okay. So I need to slot this in like this. Something like that. Then we're going to slot this piece in like this. Or, oh wait, did I do that wrong? Let's see. Yeah, I think I did actually. I don't know if it matters what side this is on, but I'm assuming it does. So I'm just going to make sure we follow the instructions, not mess it up. There we go. Okay, sweet. All right, so now we need another tail piece. Another tail piece, but where is it? Over here. We need 13. So it's this one right here. There we go. Let's see. But yeah, that's the only in terms of like electronics projects, those are the only 2 projects that I've done. I basically just learned how to solder just to make a Game Boy, and then that was about it. I didn't really actually do anything else with it. I'm assuming one day I will, but for now, I don't know I don't know what I'm doing. I like learned to solder just for that, and then I went, oh, okay, that was fun. I'm glad I already have my brother's Christmas present sorted. Yeah. Yeah, this model is really cool. It's a pretty cool model. Man, I'm so bad with that though, Christmas present shopping. Oh gosh, I always forget until it's too late, and then I'm like, "Oh no, I gotta go get presents," and then oh, I don't know. I'm the worst when it comes to that. I'm so bad. I'm gonna try and not be bad this year and get stuff early, but like, oh man, I gotta set like 10 alarms or something to remind myself to get gifts. With me on that. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. I get so caught up in like work and everything. I don't know. I just don't even think about it until it's like the week prior and I'm like, "Oh my gosh. I got to get stuff." Okay. So, I think this connects. Oh yeah, there we go. He's got a neck now. He has a neck. Cool. Cool beans. Now we're gonna be building more of his body, it looks like. B17 and B1. Whoops, I'm breaking part of the runner. Okay, so it looks like we need something from here. Is this right? No, we need A218, so we need this piece here. And then we need 6 and 7. So it's these 2 big ones here. The really cool thing about these sets too is I love how like they have like these like the hole cutouts for them, and then like as you assemble them, they kind of like fill in and become very three-dimensional, which is really neat. I mean, that's the whole point of a model kit, but it's just like, I don't know. It's very satisfying to like kind of slot everything into place and then it all comes together. It's pretty cool. It's got a little bit of excess plastic. Just gotta carefully trim that off. There we go. Is there any on this one? Nope, this one looks good. Cool. Alrighty. If I'm into old games, making something called a RetroPie is fun. It's like a home-built arcade system. Oh yeah, I've heard of a RetroPie. I do like old arcade games and stuff. I've always thought about it, and then I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I need something else to like emulate. I'd have to look into the benefits of it because I feel like I have like a lot of systems that can already like do emulation and stuff. But it does seem like it'd be fun, like just building something with like a Raspberry Pi. I feel like that'd be a fun little project. Also, because then you're doing like a little bit of coding too if you want. And I feel like that'd be fun. I feel like that'd be a really neat time. One thing that I feel like one day I would love to do is I'd love to build like an actual arcade cabinet, like a Dance Dance Revolution cabinet or something. I feel like that'd be really cool. Also very expensive though. Very expensive, so I don't know if I would anytime soon, but, maybe one day. It's on the bucket list. It's on the bucket list for a one day maybe project. Yeah, I feel like those, like, old arcade cabinets with, like, really cool, like, mechanical parts are, uh are very fun. Same with pinball machines, but, oh, man, pinball machines, that's, like, a whole other level, I don't know. I feel like pinball is, like there's so many moving parts, trying to maintenance those would be scary. There we go. Am I into coding stuff? Not not really. Like yes and no. So I do know how to code a little bit. Um, actually went to school for web development. So I do know a little bit, but I haven't really actually ended up doing much coding in quite a long time. And so I'd say I'm quite rusty. So if I ever find something cool or fun to do that I'm like actually like excited about, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, I should try and do that, just to keep my skills up, kind of thing. But no, most of the stuff that I've ever coded has always been like kind of bland, bland and boring. Definitely not the best coder either. So, but it's kind of cool. I just find it's really cool because you can do so many cool things with coding. But I feel like it's very like stressful. I find it stressful sometimes. I'm not good at coding at all, but I program microcontrollers a lot, so it's fun making things work and fun to learn. Yeah, like stuff like I find like the funnest stuff is when like you have like an example that you can follow online and then you can like tweak it to make it do something slightly different for like what you're trying to do. I feel like that's always fun. Um I once made like a very, very, very primitive like chatting application where you could chat from like one device to another. Um, I think that's the most complicated thing that I've ever made, and I couldn't tell you how I did it. I could maybe give you a brief outline of how I did it, but it was so long ago. But it was pretty cool. It can be stressful, but really rewarding. Yeah, that's true. Like when it finally works, it's like pretty like I don't know. It's like a huge relief, and it's kind of like a not an adrenaline rush, but it's almost euphoric. Like you're like, oh, finally, like it's working. 100% reverse engineering code is what I do a lot. Yeah, yeah. I feel like it's a really good way to learn. You kind of like figure something out, and then learn something new, and then apply it to another project, and rinse and repeat. All right, so we need. What do we need now? Um, just these two pieces, and I think we're done for this piece of runner. It's cool that you study web design. I do websites for some of my work. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I went to school for web development, and then the job that I actually ended up getting is not quite web design. It's like web design adjacent. So I still do muck around with websites, but just not in the way that I thought I would be doing. I used to build websites from scratch in Dreamweaver. Oh, and then WordPress took over the world. Yeah, Dreamweaver. Dang, I never got a chance to try Dreamweaver. Um, when I got into it, it was more WordPress had already been a thing. Um, I thought WordPress was okay to work with. It wasn't bad. I liked the fact that with WordPress you could like download other people's extensions and like just kind of like cobble something together. So that was pretty fun. All right, so here's another piece. Yeah, WordPress is it's pretty useful. I'd like to see them build like I don't know. I don't know if they could ever like make it better, but I'd like to see like what a new version of WordPress would look like. Because like I know WordPress was like oftentimes used for like blogs and stuff. I'd like to see what a tool like that would look like if it was like literally just used for websites. I assume it'd probably be actually something like Squarespace or something. I've never used Squarespace, but I would assume that would be what it would look like. All right. So for this slots in something like this. Yeah, there we go. And then this side goes like this, I think. Yeah, there we go. It's got a lot more features if you self-host it on a web server, but it's great. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's funny because like I remember when I graduated, they started like pushing tons of advertising into Squarespace. And I was like, oh man, I just graduated for this and now they're advertising this new thing. I was like, dang it. But it's all good. That's how that's just how it is. But at the time I was like, man, I'm just trying to watch YouTube and they're like advertising stuff that's making it harder for me to get a job. There we go. One thing I hate about being creative is my brain won't stop trying to think of new ideas. Yeah. No, I totally get that. I totally get that. It's like a blessing and a curse because it's like I don't know about you, but for me, I'm always like trying to think of like new ideas for stuff. But the thing that always trips me up is like I'm constantly thinking for cool ideas or things, but like I never feel satisfied with what I'm thinking about. So I'm like, ugh, I don't know. Is that a good idea though? I don't know. So then I just am constantly trying to run ideas through my head. Eventually, you do think of something cool, so I guess it's worth it in the long run, but I'm my own worst critic. I'm like, is this good? Is this even gonna be neat? Okay, so we need some of these pieces look kind of wormy. They look weird, but once they go together, they look less scary. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's the blessing and curse of wanting to do creative stuff. There we go. Okay. So, how does this slot in? Something like this, I'm assuming. Ah, cool. Oh, that was a satisfying click. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but that was nice. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I love when the pieces like really click into place. They have like a nice snap. It's very satisfying. All right, so now we just need another one of his tail fins. We're getting pretty close, actually. I think we're almost done. Um, the assembly portion is coming up pretty quick here, I think. It's coming up pretty quick. I think they're getting us building all of these pieces, and then assembly will come at the end. I know how Pokemon are made now. True. True enough. Yeah, these are exactly how Pokemon are made. They get assembled in a factory. There we go. Cool. Welcome to the stream, by the way, everybody. Hope you're doing well. We're currently, as you can see, building a Gyarados model kit. And we're getting close to being done this one. Well, I'm going to go stare at a wall now. Excellent. That's funny. I loved Steven Universe. I thought that was a really good show. I liked the first half of the show more than the second half. I thought the first half was fun because it was very like slice of life, and like you never knew what was going to happen. It was pretty fun. Yeah. Yeah, it was a really fun show. I always liked seeing what Onion was up to. I'm like, they'd go to the pier or the arcade. It was just really goofy, very whimsical. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so I think it just slots together like so. There we go. Right on. Jasper's introduction is the best part of season 1. Yeah, I remember that was pretty interesting. There was a lot of twists and turns too that I thought were cool. I liked how in the first season they kind of like weaved like slice of life in with like an overarching story. I felt like kind of where they got to like the point when they got to Mystery Girl is where I feel like it started like the story shifted. But yeah, I have to rewatch it at some point. I thought it was a pretty good show. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so this is supposed to click into place. There we go. Oh, weird. It actually like shifts. Like there's some mobility here. That's cool. So we have part of his body built. We just need to build the rest now. Which is just a little tiny end tail piece. And then I think we're off to the races pretty well. There's maybe a couple fins that I gotta cut out as well. But I think we're pretty close. We're definitely getting there. Alrighty. Oh, you just started rewatching it all of it recently, since season five came out on Hulu. Oh, that's cool. I feel like ever since that show ended, there hasn't been like I don't know. I've been trying to find like another cartoon, like an American cartoon to watch. I'm usually uh I'm usually an anime watcher, but every once in a while, like I enjoy watching some of the American cartoons. Like I liked Gravity Falls was fun too. I thought that was a pretty good show as well. How does this piece in? There we go. pieces that need to be kind of buffed out, but that's okay. Yeah, Gravity Falls. Yeah, Gravity Falls was good. Did you enjoy that one too? There we go. Tiny little tail. A little shrimp. Little shrimpy tail. I feel like I should rewatch Gravity Falls because I feel like I don't really remember much about it at all at this point. It's been a very long time since I saw it last. A2. Where's A2? Ah, okay, over here. You can't spell it. No worries. No worries. Who needs spelling, am I right? There we go. And we're almost done. I'm going to need this piece as well. To the Weird Mageddon. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I thought those were pretty good shows. One show that I've wanted to watch, I don't know if it was good or not, but I always thought like the art style of Gumball, The Adventures of Gumball was really cool. I liked how it was like half like photorealistic and then like half cartoon. I thought that was pretty neat. But I never got around to watching it. However, I know they changed like the voice actor, or did they change the voice actor, or did he just hit puberty like halfway through? I can't remember exactly, but I remember thinking that was like such an odd like adjustment, hearing like the voice change. His name is Waddles. Not much into Gumball. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen much of it. I saw like a couple clips from like the first season and then thought, "Oh, that'd be cool to watch," and then like never did. Might give it a try at some point. Um I really liked Avatar: The Last Airbender as well. I thought that was fun. I liked it. I liked it a lot more than the like Korra. The X and Y series was also pretty good. Oh man, I really should watch Pokemon too, actually. That's one that I've never like I've when I was a kid I watched a lot of Pokemon on like on TV. But then I've never revisited it and I don't know if it would be good or not. Like I don't know if I'd actually enjoy it at this point. I don't know if I don't know if I've outgrown the TV show or not, but I feel like it'd be worth a try at some point. Oh, Naruto? Oh man, dude, I watched all of Naruto, all of Shippuden. I kind of started Boruto, but I wasn't like I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of Boruto. I thought it was a little bit like weird. The fact that like they time jumped, I thought was a little odd. But I really liked the original like Naruto series. I thought that was really a lot of fun. The music was really good. The music was really, really good in that. I was lazy, but I started from one of the newer shows and then lost my place. Ash retired after 25 years. That's funny. The other thing I really like too is I don't know if you've seen on YouTube, but they have like the Pokemon shorts where it's like short little I guess like Pokemon lore videos where it's like a little short story in the Pokemon universe. I thought those are really well done. I really like the art style on those as well. Sometimes the stories are like a little bit more mature. I thought those were a lot of fun. They were really cool. So I'll watch those once in a while when they come out. You're also wearing a Naruto t-shirt? Nice. That's so cool. Actually, I saw this weekend that they have a Naruto and Sasuke kit like this where you can actually like build it and put it together. I was thinking of maybe getting that at some point. They were a little bit on the pricier side, and I had already spent some money on a couple kits before I came across them, so I might get them in the future, but I thought they looked really cool. All right, so we need to slot this in like this. I'm curious if they'd be fun to build and like how they would look after they actually were assembled, but I feel like they'd probably look pretty decent. Anyone know game theory? The shiny theory is awesome. I'm not sure I'm familiar. I'm not sure I'm familiar with it. Ooh, okay. We're basically in the assembly phase now. There's one more piece that I need, but I don't know where it is. Where did I put it? Uh-oh, is it still on the runner somewhere? Did I think I was done and then I wasn't? Let's see. Hello, plastic piece. Where did you go? Oh, I see. Geez, I'm looking at the instructions and I'm like, where is this tiny piece right here? It's like on the side. But what they're referring to is actually, they're just referring to this, but on its side like this. So I'm like, where is this piece? I didn't see a piece like this, but no, it's just, I'm just confused. I'm like, where is this piece? They didn't include it. It's like, no, you're just out to lunch. Out to lunch, that's all. All right, so this goes here to that slot properly. I guess so. And then slot this one together and this one together. And should go like this. There we go. And then for the base, goes in something like this. Which notch does it go in? Goes in right here. There we go. So now we have a pretty cool Gyarados. That's pretty sweet. I actually really like this build. It was a lot of fun. The little details on it, is like antenna whisker things are really cool. And then all of his fins are really interesting as well. Very cool. That was a lot of fun. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty cool kit. For those of you who actually joined in late, we also today, I'm going to show this off again. We also built a really giant Magikarp. Like a really, really big Magikarp. You put it next to the Gyarados, and he looks really tiny. The Gyarados looks very small. Ooh, don't fall over. There we go. But yeah, very interesting. kind of silly. Let's see here. I wonder if we have time for one more today. We probably have time for a fast one, like a small one. Let's see. Yeah, we probably can do one more. Just gonna put this guy back over here. I guess we'll build this guy next. Well, slowpoke. He's tiny. He doesn't have a whole lot of parts, so it should be pretty quick. Yeah, you're very welcome. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the stream. But yeah, after this one, I'll probably call it a night. And then in a couple days, or maybe next week, I'll have another building stream, and we'll build. We have a couple more. I've got like three more kits to build. I've got a Mewtwo, a Charmander, and an Arceus. I don't know how to say it. But he's small. Yeah, he's itty bitty. But yeah, so I'll build one of those guys, or some of those guys, in another stream. Normally we do just some gaming stuff from time to time. That's normally what I do, but every once in a while I like popping some models together just for fun, just for something to mix things up. Sorry about the bag crinkling, it's kind of noisy. Oh, that's fine. We can choose what kind of eyes we want to put on them. We have a variety of eyes. If we want anything specific, we can put those on. That's really cute. I don't know what I'd want. I feel like the classic ones, the like blank stare, are always good. But I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for subbing. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Yes, let's choose your eyes. Okay. All right, that seals the deal. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I try to make all my streams as chill as possible and just have a good time. Sometimes they get a little chaotic, but generally speaking, I just want everybody to have a good time. Just hang out, have some fun. There we go. Oh, he's tiny actually. His head's not very big. Yeah, this one should be a pretty quick one, I think. There we go. And then, whoops, I got part of a paintbrush coming off over here. There we go. I'm just going to trim this. There's his eyes. Go crazy. Don't replace my eyes with stickers. All right. So this just slots in like so. There we go. And then I'm just going to trim some of the edges here because they look like they didn't cut out super nicely. Just trim this excess off. So it's nice and smooth. And I think that should be good. Maybe we'll just double check the top of the head didn't get any excess. There we go. All right. So let's go ahead and try and add these eyeballs. Try and not mess them up. I don't know if I should use a tweezers for this, or if it's better just to try and slot it in just with my hands. Some of these stickers are really hard to place. It always feels kind of tricky. I feel like I'm starting to get better though, but it's always a little tricky. I'm always scared to mess it up too, especially when it's like something that's like super prominent that you're going to be looking at. I always feel like that's scary. Don't want it to look bad. All right, let's see. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, but we're just gonna try and nudge it with my finger a little just to try and get it into a better position. It's not bad. It's not bad. It'll do. It'll do. And tweezers for sure. So you have something to line up the edge too. Yeah, maybe. Sometimes I feel like it's like easier to use my fingers, but it kind of depends on like the shape, I feel like. I'll try with the tweezers. We'll experiment. We'll see. Oh yeah, actually I think that was way easier. We'll see here. Oh, I think that was way easier. Okay, noted. Maybe I should use tweezers more often. Oh, I see why this eye didn't work out well. It's because it actually overlapped slightly. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna try and carefully do surgery on this one. Oh no. Thankfully the glue is it's very light. So you can kind of lift it up if you need to. It's not the end of the world. But ooh, scary. Scary. Not my favorite thing to do. I also don't want to bend the sticker either, but we're just gonna go for it. Yeah, I'm definitely still learning how to do this. I'm not perfect, that's for sure. You have to go. Farewell. Oh, no worries. Thanks for stopping by though. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Plus, it's not too detailed of a sticker. Yeah, true. True. Yeah, like sometimes, like for example, I just did this Gyarados, and the inside of his mouth had like some really weird shapes. And so sometimes it's kind of hard to use the tweezers, or sometimes vice versa. It's sometimes a little bit hard to use like your fingers to sort it out. But I just generally try both and see what happens at least. Ooh. Okay, come on. Come on. Let's try this again. Okay. Does this look a little better? I think it does, actually. I think it does. I just need to smooth his eye out a little. Get that bubble out of there. Oh yeah, that looks way better. Excellent. Sweet. Much better. Shape stickers are the worst. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. A lot of ink to print those? Oh yeah, no kidding. That's a good point. That is a good point. Cool. Okay. So we got his face, and we can actually stick it on to... Can stick his head together now. There we go. Cute little slowpoke. All right. So now, going with A2, number 3. I think we're starting to do his mouth now. Oh, what was my favorite to build? Oh, that's a great question. Ooh, I think I really liked. I think I really liked this Greninja. I feel like this one was my favorite. It did have quite a bit of stickers, but I thought like the shape of his... Whoa, just popped his leg off. I thought the shape of all the pieces, and like you've got like the tongue and like it can move around. I thought that was really cool. He's very like posable, so that's pretty cool. He does like ninja poses. Oops, leg. Yeah, no kidding. But then he also has like the cool like water um elements as well. So I thought that was so cool because they gave him like a water dagger sword thing, and then he's got a shuriken. Yeah, very, very neat. So that was definitely my favorite. I wasn't a huge fan of like a lot of these are stickers like on the feet, like all the webbing are stickers, but um everything else about it was really fun to build. Very cool shapes, very fun to pose. So that one's currently my favorite. I've yet to find another one that's my favorite, but that one was pretty fun. Also the Ho-Oh was really cool too. I thought this one was really cool just because if you push down on the wings, it has a spring inside its body, and so it moves his head as well. So he's got some movement there. So I thought that was a lot of fun. I'm also really into building like Gundam as well. So I've got some Gundam as well in the back. Ignore the the wall paint color. This the wall paint design was not my choice. It is a relic of the past. But yeah, that Barney purple and gold was not my choice. But yeah, pretty cool. I love building stuff like this. It's very fun. I want to maybe one day get into painting, but painting kind of scares me. I feel like I don't know, it just feels very more like permanent, I guess. I'm always like, oh man, painting is a whole other ball game. The Pokemon Plamo have a range of figures. Yeah. Yeah, they're really cool. I also saw there's like when I was at the shop this weekend, I saw that there's also like Star Wars ones from Bandai, which looked really cool. Like they had a the child or Baby Yoda, as many people know him by. They had a figure of him, and then they had like all sorts of cool like stormtroopers and yeah, all sorts of stuff. And then they also had Digimon, which was really cool. The Digimon sets were really like detailed. I thought those were really neat. Um, so I'm kind of curious about some of those. I wouldn't mind giving those a try at some point. But I feel like it's quite the rabbit hole to go down. Oh, you gotta go? No worries. No worries at all. Take care. Thanks for stopping by though. Glad to have you. Hope you have a good rest of your day. You have an R2 and C3PO of those? Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I love these Bandai kits. They're great. They're a lot of fun. The funny thing is I always like find like more kits that I didn't even know existed, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I'm like, oh no, I gotta be careful with my wallet. It's in danger. Let's see. So I need A25. Digimon, you're working on a Dukemon. Cool. I don't remember which Digimon that is. I saw one today, or not today, but this weekend, and I was like, oh man, that's so cool. I used to love Digimon as well. Um, I haven't really done much with the series or experienced much of the series for a long time, but I feel like one day I'd like to try and give it another go and see if I still enjoy it. I feel like the designs were really cool. Same with Yu-Gi-Oh as well. Like Yu-Gi-Oh designs were also really interesting. Is totally a rabbit hole of the hobby? Yeah, it's you can just get sucked in. A big white knight with a spear. Oh, cool. Oh, it came with an actual cloth cape. That's awesome. That's so cool. Okay, so how does this go into here? Okay, so I think it slots in like this, something like that. Maybe, maybe. Did I do that right? There we go. Give it a good squeeze. Okay, and then we need A24, which is this guy up here. Yeah, I'm definitely still learning how to do all these and like all the different intricacies and like methods of like cutting pieces out, sanding them, trimming them. Um, it's very interesting how like I guess there's a lot of like nuance to actually building these models, and you really notice a difference when there's like someone who made it who's very experienced and then someone who's very new at it. So I'm trying to learn new tricks and stuff as I go. But yeah, I'm definitely new to it. All right. A bit of dentistry. Yeah. Yeah, true enough. True enough. And now a little bit of sticker work again. This one looks like it's going to be a pain because it's got a notch in there. I'm hoping it won't be too bad. I'm going to peel this off. And let's see. So it looks like these two slits are supposed to join together. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to grab those tweezers again. Okay. Let's see. The nice thing is, like, these stickers don't have a lot of, like they're not, like, the stickiest, things in the world. So it's great if you make a mistake, but, like, sometimes I find, like, when I'm trying to, like, start it out, it's really hard to line it up and, like, get it into position. Especially on awkward shapes like this where it's, like, kinda like a bowl. It's got this bowl shape. It's like actually, I wonder if it'd be easier if I, like, pre-curved it a little bit and stuck it together like that. That actually might be a good idea. Maybe. Maybe, and then I can just slot it into place. Something like that. Yeah, actually, it's not terrible. GG, yeah. Okay, actually, yeah, that didn't go too bad. I feel like it could have gone a lot worse. Could have gone a lot worse. I think it worked out. The only thing is I hate when the stickers kind of like bunch up like that. I feel like that looks pretty ugly, but that's okay. You're not really going to see it probably anyways because his face is going to be like this. So you're not really going to see much of it anyways. Nice. Cool. All right. Um okay, so we got his eyes already. The nice thing is too is it came with a selection of eyes, which was fun. You had a couple different shapes to choose from. I went with the classic blank stare. I feel like that's always fun. And then now we just need to build his body, and I guess there's a couple little accent pieces, and then we're done. There we go. Out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, no kidding. No doubt. No doubt. No one needs to know that there's a little wrinkle. No one needs to know. Now, what's your opinion on this? Since you build these, do you prefer to snip like a chunk off from the side and then clip like shave it off, or do you prefer to like snip right at the joint? Because I know when you snip right at the joint, it does leave stress marks sometimes, but I'm always torn on it. You snip about 2 mils away, yeah, something like that. Because like yeah, for me, I find like it's kind of tough. Also, I'm using like janky snips as well. Um, I really want to get a pair of God hands, but they're like $50, and I'm like, I don't know. Do I need it right now? Do I need them? They're like the smoothest snips I've seen, but I'm like, that's a big investment when I could buy like a handful of kits for that. A bit of sanding on the location, yeah. I've been trying not to sand because I feel like sometimes the sanding is like it's not coming as clean as I'd like. It's not coming as clean as I'd like. You can sometimes when you shine the light on it, you can kind of see scuffy bits. I've been using like these like little like sand it's sandpaper, but it's like sand sponges. Um so I've been using these and I find they work well, but I find like it always leaves a little bit of a rough spot, and I've been trying to figure out how to like buff that out better. Because I also have like we have like polishing sponges, and then I have like sanding sponges. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to perfect that. It's a work in progress. It's definitely a work in progress, but I figure like it's good enough. It's like not terrible. Also, I feel like if I really get into like doing this and I get into painting, then at that point you're not going to notice any of the scuff when you prime it and prime it and paint it. All that's going to go away. So not too terrible. Also, I feel like if you're just like looking at the model, you're probably not going to like be like analyzing it under a microscope. You're not going to be like, "Oh man, there's some scuff marks here." But I try and make it as nice as possible though. Cuz I don't know, I feel like it's more satisfying when you know you've done like a really nice job with it. It's like, "Oh, I took my time, put a lot of love and care into it." And then at the end you get like a cool model to have. So I'd also really like to get into car kits, but then that gets into like glue and everything, and I'm like, oh, that's another can of worms. Glue. I don't know if I want to mess with that, but maybe one day. I do like cars, so it's tempting. There we go. But then I feel like if I wanted to get into cars, then I'd also want to paint them because you got to make them shiny. That's the whole point of a car, right? So got to make them look cool. All right, so now I think we're building his little paws, his little grabby hands. And then I think that's it. Agreed, yeah. Totally. Uh-oh, this one didn't come away very clean. It's going to be awkward to shave that too. It's not perfect, but it'll do. It'll do. There we go. He's got a little paw, and this goes in like so. Oh, good. The part that like got scuffed up too is the bottom. It was the bottom side, anyways, so it's all good. Oh, and then now we have to do 11. I wonder if I can just pop these out. These are really tiny pieces. Oh yeah, just came right out. There we go. There we go. Give this a little shave. Perfect. I could probably trim that as well, but I think that's all right. There we go. He's got his 2 front feet, and then we need to give him some back feet and a tail. And then he's all done after that. It's so funny in the on one side of the box, I can't remember where. They're like, "Oh man, you got to buy like 10 of these and then you can combine them and they're all eating each other's tails." I'm like, "That's really cute, but that's also like what is that? $70, $80. Probably more, probably like $100 worth of kits right there." I'm like, "Bandai, I would if I could, but that's a lot. It's a lot you're asking for." One is good. He's cute on his own. All right, so army builder, yeah, no kidding. Build a whole army. Return. Hello, welcome back. Where do these back toesies go? Oh, I see. There we go. And let's see, something like this. There we go. Got its little back toes. And now we need to assemble his tail, and then we'll be all done. There we go. There's one piece. Oh, actually, speaking of One Piece, I saw that they also had One Piece kits as well, which was interesting. I've never seen like the anime or read the manga, but I thought that was cool that they had One Piece as well as Naruto kits. That's pretty cool. I love assembling living things. Oh, you have the Mary and Sunny? Cool. Very cool. Yeah. I hope they continue to expand on this like line of building kits because they're a lot of fun. There we go. We got a nice tail. And his tail goes in. How does it go in? Oh, I see. It's got like a little nook here that latches in. There we go. And there we go. Ta-da. We have a cute little dude. Cute little slowpoke chilling. That's actually really cute. You can like pose him with all of the other mons. Got a sleepy Pikachu, Bulbasaur, and a slowpoke. Pretty cute. The next time we do one of these building streams, when did I do the Eevee? I did it a couple streams ago. There's a stream. I've done a couple of these building streams now. So I built a couple every stream. I've also done Mimikyu, which I didn't do on stream. I did that one before I started streaming. Did a Pikachu. We have our Gyarados here. Got a Rayquaza, Greninja. We also have a Ho-Oh. But yeah, I have a whoops. Well, there goes our there goes our Gyarados back there. Got a Charmander for next time, as well as a Mewtwo. And we've got an Arceus as well that we'll have to check out at some point. This one's pretty big. But yeah, I need to figure out some way to display these properly though, because right now they're just kind of like laying around. Also got a Score Bunny here. They're all just kind of scattered across my desk, and I haven't done anything with them yet. So I'll definitely need to get them into like a display case or something, or just put them on a shelf. At least have them displayed though, so they're not they're not just thrown everywhere. I feel like my desk is just like a cluttered mess of building all of these. But yeah, probably do some more Gundam in the future as well. I've got like a kit on the go right now that I'm building. Um, so I have to do some more of that in the future too. Um, but yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'm probably going to call it a day there. Got to get up for work tomorrow. Um, but yeah, I'll be streaming again tomorrow. I stream Sunday through Thursday. Same time, 8 p.m. PST, 11 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, we usually do some game videos. And then, yeah, we also mix in some building streams like this. So if that's something that appeals to you, maybe subscribe and come along. But otherwise, yeah, no worries. Thank you so much for joining me. And yeah, I'll hopefully catch you sometime again in the future. But I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. And yeah, I hope to see you again soon. Take it easy, man. It was fun. Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah. See you guys. We'll see you guys later. Take care.